Today we'll be discussing Zoom. This tutorial will focus on Zoom advanced features, including nonverbal feedback, using a waiting room, placing attendees on hold, passing host controls, allowing people to co-host, providing a remote support session, allowing for remote control, providing an alternative host, using closed captioning, using attention tracking, showing your connected time, and allowing file transfer. To begin, it's important to note that you can access all of these advanced features by going to your browser and typing in zoom.us. From here, click on My Account. This will take you to your account. Go to Meeting Settings, and these meeting settings will be all of the different settings that will enable or disable different advanced features. While this is a great way to get your advanced features, you may want to do it from the Zoom app rather than going to the Zoom web portal client. So if you want to do it from the Zoom app, go to your settings, click on Advanced Features, hit Enable Advanced Features, and this will bring you to that Zoom web client with all the meeting settings. From within the Zoom web client, you can enable nonverbal feedback. Scroll down until you see nonverbal feedback. Here, you'll be able to allow participants in a meeting to provide nonverbal feedback and express opinions by clicking on icons. Make sure that the bar is blue. If it's gray, it means that it's disabled. If the bar is blue, it means it's enabled. So you want to make sure that it's toggled over toward the right side and that the color is blue. To use nonverbal feedback once you're in a meeting, click on Manage Participants. From here, you'll see that you can say yes, no, go slower, go faster. If you click on More, you can give a thumbs down, a thumbs up, applause. You can also say you need a break, or you can mark yourself as away using nonverbal feedback so you don't interrupt the person who's speaking. From within the Zoom web client, you can also set up a waiting room option. Scroll down until you see waiting room. This means that attendees cannot join a meeting until a host admits them individually from the waiting room. If the waiting room is enabled, the option for attendees to join the meeting before the host is automatically disabled. Make sure that the bar is toggled over to the right and the color is blue to show it's enabled. Once you're in your meeting, click on Manage Participants, and from here, when you click on somebody's name and you hit More, you can put that person in the waiting room. In addition, if you click on More down at the bottom, you can put attendee in the waiting room on entry so that anytime someone enters, they're going straight to the waiting room. Let's put someone in the waiting room for now by clicking on Put in Waiting Room. You'll notice that then it says one person is waiting and you have the option to admit or remove this person. Let's click on Admit. And now our person is back in our meeting. You can also create a personal meeting identification waiting room. To do so, click on Meetings. Go to your personal meeting room. Scroll down to the bottom, and you should see Enable Waiting Room is checked off. However, if it's not, click on Edit this meeting, scroll down to the bottom, and click the checkbox to enable your waiting room. Hit Save to save your changes. Another advanced feature is to create a new host or a co-host. Click on Manage Participants, select the person you would like to become your host, click on More, and you can make this person a host. This means that they have all the capabilities of a host. You can also make this person a co-host, and then they have similar options as a host would. Click on Make Host or Make Co-host. Click on Yes to confirm. If you want to reclaim host responsibilities, simply click Reclaim Host, and now you are the host again. Another feature you can enable within the meeting settings under the Zoom web client is remote support. Scroll down until you see Remote Support, and this will allow the meeting host to provide one-to-one remote support to another participant. Make sure that you click it till it's blue. You'll need to turn it on because this might affect other settings. Hit turn on and it will update your setting. Now when you're in your meeting, you can go down and you'll see a support icon if you are the host of the meeting. From here, you can request desktop control, request application control, or request a computer restart. So let me do one of these. We'll do desktop control. Now, my only participant I can do this with is Andy because he is the only one using a desktop computer rather than a phone. I'm going to request desktop control. I wait for him to approve my request. And now I have control of Andy's screen. From here, if I click on View Options, I can adjust the zoom ratio, show my meeting controls, select a screen to control, I can exit full screen, I can stop remote support, and I can give up remote control. So let me do that. Now I can no longer control Andy's screen, but I can still support. So I'm going to click on Stop Remote Support. And now I no longer have remote support options. You can also give remote control if you're sharing a screen. So let me share a screen. I'm now sharing my screen. And up at the top, I have this remote control button now. I click onto it and I go give remote control to, and I'm going to select Andy. I wait for Andy to control my screen. And now Andy is controlling my screen, so he can move things around and touch different things on my screen. As you can see, I'm not touching anything. Andy is doing it for me. And when I'm done, I hit Stop Share. You can schedule a meeting and allow another user to start the meeting by designating him or her as an alternative host. To do so, click Schedule. Go to Advanced Options, and then where it says alternative hosts, type in the alternative host name and hit schedule. Now this person, this alternative host, will be able to start your meeting even if you are unavailable. Closed captioning is another great feature in Zoom. You can allow a host to type closed captions or assign a participant or third-party device to add closed captions too. If you do this, the closed caption file will appear as people are speaking and will be saved as a text file for you to utilize after the meeting. Make sure that you've enabled this and that it's on the blue right side of the bar. Within your meeting, click on the Closed Caption button. Here, you can open the Manage Participants and select a participant to type or decide that you will type. Then, you can write or type as people are speaking. And the closed caption gets broadcast to everybody there. When you're done, you can save closed caption history. And you click Show in Folder, and you'll see the meeting's closed captions. From within the Zoom web client, you can enable attention tracking, which shows when participants fail to have Zoom in focus for more than 30 seconds when someone is sharing a screen. Go to Attention Tracking, make sure that the bar is toggled to the right and appears as blue. Then, when you're in your meeting, you'll be able to see if someone is not paying attention for 30 or more seconds. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to share a screen. And then when I click on Manage Participants, I'll notice there's this little icon of a clock or a watch next to Carrie's iPhone, and that's because Carrie has been inactive for 30 or more seconds. Another helpful setting you can get to from the Settings page. Click on Show My Connected Time. And what this will do is show a clock in your Zoom meeting to display how much time has passed since you joined the meeting. Now that I've done this, it will show up in any of my future meetings. You'll notice here, which wasn't there before, a clock that shows the amount of time elapsing since I started the meeting. You can also enable file transfer, which allows hosts and participants to send files through in-meeting chat. Make sure that this is blue and enabled, and then go back to your meeting. Click on the chat icon, and from here, if you click on More, You can share a file in the meeting. Select a file you wish to share, and it will share through your meeting. So those are just a few of the many advanced and excellent features that Zoom has to offer. Remember, you can get to those features by clicking on Settings, going to Advanced Features, and enabling advanced features. You can also go to zoom.us and click on Meeting Settings to access all of those different settings. We'll be discussing some other settings in our subsequent tutorials, but these get you started with some really great, cool features. If you would like additional support, refer to the ITS Learning Hub for videos, quick start guides, helpful links, quick tips, training resources, challenge activities, and frequently asked questions. You can also check out the SD-COE Yammer for tips and tricks. You can contact the SD-COE Professional Learning and Technology Research Team for customized training and coaching. Contact stacy.block@sdcoe.net. You can call the SD-COE Help Desk for immediate assistance or go to tech support in room 205.